हरिः अथ तैत्तिरीयोपनिषत् ब्रह्मानंदवली तृतीय अनुवाक प्राणं देवा अनुप्राणन्ति मनुष्याः पशवश्चैव प्राणो हि भूतानामायुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यते सर्वमेव आयुर्यन्ति ये प्राणं ब्रह्मोपासते प्राणो हि भूतानामायुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यत इति तस्यैष एव शरीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य तस्माद् वा एतस्मात् प्राणमयातम् अन्योऽन्तर आत्मा मनोमयः येनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयम् पुरुषविदः तस्य जजुरेव शिरः ऋग्दक्षिणः पक्षः सामोत्तरपक्षः आदेश आत्मा अथर्वाङ्गिरसः पुच्छम् प्रतिष्ठाम् तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. Through prana the gods live, and so also do men and beasts. Prana is verily the life of beings. Therefore, it is called the universal life, or the life of all. Those who worship prana as Brahman attain the whole life duration, or the full span of life. Prana verily is the life of beings. Therefore, it is called the universal life, or the life of all. Of that form, that is Annamaya, this Pranamaya produced in the body is the soul. Different from Pranamaya self made of prana, there is another self made of mind. With that self made of mind, this Pranamaya is filled. This is also the form of man. His human form is according to that of the former. Of it, Yajus is the head, Rik is the right side or right wing, Saman is the left side or the left wing, scriptural injunction or Adesa is the trunk or the body, Atharva Angirasa is the tail, the support. There is the following verse about it. In the macrocosmic aspect, the gods are the deities who hold control over the various functions of nature. As the present section deals with the microcosmic or the individual soul, Devas here denotes senses or Indriyas. Through the vibration of prana only, the senses perform their allotted functions. When the prana functions, then only the senses also can function. The senses derive their very life from prana only. So also do men and beasts function only when prana, the life principle, functions. The living creatures have their being not in the Annamaya self alone, but in the Pranamaya self also, which lies within the Annamaya self and permeates the whole physical body. All living creatures are endowed with Manomaya, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya selves, one abiding within the other. The internal permeates the external self which lies outside. All of them are formed of Akasha and other elements of matter. All of them exist only by ignorance. They are set up by avidya or nescience. They are all possessed of Supreme Soul, Brahman, who is everywhere, who is all, who is cause of Akasha and all the rest, who is eternal, changeless, self-existent, with existence, knowledge and infinity, who is beyond the 5 seas. He is indeed the self of all. He verily is the Atman. It was said that the gods live through prana. How so? Prana is the life of all beings. The Shruti says, as long as prana is in this body, so long is life. Therefore, prana is the life of all. Everybody knows well that death occurs when the prana departs from the body. Everybody knows that prana is the life of all. Those who leave the external, particular Annamaya Atman and meditate on the internal, general Pranamayatman as the Brahman. Thus I am Prana, I am the Atman of all, the self of all beings, because I am the cause or the source to attain the full span of life. Do not die prematurely. They do not die an unnatural death before the allotted period. According to the Vedas, the full span of life is 100 years. Also, the Shruti says, prana is the life of beings. Therefore, it is said to be the life of all. The repetition is intended to explain the utility of this vidya of the upasana. Whoever meditates on Brahman as endowed with certain attributes, himself becomes the possessor of those attributes. Now, the Shruti shows the aim of all this teaching regarding Pranamaya Kosa. The Pranamaya Kosa is the self that abides in the Anandamaya Kosa. This physical body is mistaken for the pure Atman by false identification on account of the ignorance. The Shruti wants us not to give up the idea that the body is the self and take up the idea that the Pranamaya Kosa is the self. The mind is taken from the gross body to the subtle Pranamaya seat. When the idea that the Pranamaya is the self is deeply ingrained, the illusion that the Annamaya is one's own self vanishes. Then we begin to feel that the Annamaya is the body and the Pranamaya is one's own self that abides in that physical body. Anandagiri interprets that the same Chit Dhatu, the principle of consciousness, that is the real self of the former Annamaya, is the self of the Pranamaya. The soul of which the Shruti now proceeds to give a description of the Manomaya self or Manas, mind, is that inner sense or internal organ or the instrument consisting of Sankalpa and Vikalpa, which means thought and doubt. It is the seat of volition. Just as the Annamaya Kosa is made up of food stuff, so also the Manomaya Kosa is formed of the mind stuff. Manomaya self is the inner self of Pranamaya. It permeates the Pranamaya Kosa. The Pranamaya Kosa is filled by the Manomaya Kosa. The Manomaya Kosa contains the organs of the knowledge, that is, ear, skin, eye, tongue and nose. The real senses are within. What we see outside, the physical eyes, etc., are mere instruments. The Manomaya Kosa is more subtle and expansive than the Pranamaya Kosa, which is more subtle and expansive than the Annamaya Kosa. The Manomaya Kosa, the mental seat, abides within the Pranamaya Kosa like the bladder of a football. Through the functioning of the Manomaya Kosa only, we say, I think, I imagine, etc. For the sake of contemplation, it is said to be of human form made up of 5 members, namely head, right wing, left wing, trunk and tail. Just as water assumes the shape of the vessels in which it is kept, just as the melted metal puts on the form of the mold into which it is poured, so also the human form of the Manomaya seed follows from that of the Pranamaya. Now, the Shruti proceeds to explain the method of meditation on the Manomaya self. Of him, the Yajus is the head. Yaju is the class of hymns which are not subject to any definite rule as to the syllables, letters at the feet or end. The word Yajus denotes all compositions of this kind. It is here represented as the head because of its importance. The importance lies in its being of immediate help in the sacrificial rites. For it is with the Yajus, with the words Swaha etc., that an oblation is offered. Or what we call Yajus is only a manovritti, a state, a mode, a function, an act of mind, and consistent thinking and meditating on the organ of utterance, kind of effort, sound, intonation, letter, word, and sentence. It is this thought that manifests itself through hearing and other organs and is given the name of Yajus. The same thing applies to the Rik and to the Shaman. The hymns represent the knowledge of the Atman, denoted by the word Yajus, which depends upon the activity of the mind. Om Yato Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasa Saham Anandam Brahmano Vidwan Na Bhiveti Kadachanitim Tasya Sa Eva Sharira Atmam Yah Purvasyam Tasmad Bhae Tasman Manomayatam Anyontar Atma Vijnanamayam Tenaisha Purnaham Shava Esa Purusavidha Evam Tasya Purusavidhatam Annayam Purusavidham Tasya Shraddhaiva Siraham Ratam Dakshina Pachaham Shatya Muttara Pachaham Yoga Atma Mahaputsam Pratishtha Tadapyesa Shloko Bhavati. Once all switch turn back with the mind without reaching, he who knows the bliss of Brahman fears not at any time. This mind is the embodied soul of the former, of the Pranamaya. This one, namely the Manomaya, is the self having the Pranamaya for his body. Different from that, made up of mind, is another inner soul made up of knowledge. They call it Vijnanamaya. By that, this is filled. It also has the shape of man. According to the human shape of that is the human form of this. Faith is its head. Righteousness or Ritam is the right side of the wing. Truth or Satyam is the left side of the wing. Yoga or concentration, meditation is the trunk or the self. Maha is the tail, the support. On this there is also the following verse. Vijnanam yajnam tanutem karmani tanute picham Vijnanam devaha sarvem brahmajishtham upasatem Vijnanam brahma ched vedam tasmaterna pramadyatim Sharire papnano hitvam sarvan kamam samasnuta itim tasesa eva sadira atmam yah purvasya tasmat va etasmat vijnanamayatam anyontar atmanandamayam tenaisha purnaham Shava esa purusavidha evam tasya purusavidhatam anvayam purusavidham tasya priyameva siraham modo dachinah pakshaham pramoda uttarah pakshaham ananda atmam brahma puchham pratistham tadapyesa sloko bhavati. Knowledge performs the sacrifice as well as karma. All the gods worship knowledge as Brahman, the eldest. If a man knows knowledge as Brahman, and if he doesn't swerve from it, he attains all desires, having abandoned his sins in the body. Of that, of the former, this one verily is the embodied self. Different from this self, made up of knowledge, that is Vijnanamaya, is another self within, formed of bliss. By that, this is filled. The Anandamaya fills and permeates the Vijnanamaya. It also has the shape of man. According to the human shape, of that is the human form of this. Of it, love or priya is the head, joy or moda is the right side or wing, delight or pramoda is the left side or wing, and bliss or anandam is the trunk or the self. Brahman is the tail, the support. About that there is also the following verse. Om asanneva sabhavatin asat brahmeti vedachetum asti brahmeti chet vedam santamenam tato viduritim tasyesa eva sarira atmam yah purvasya athato nu prasnaham uta vidvanamum lokam pretyam kaschana gacchati aho vidvanamum lokam pretyam kaschit chamasnutam shokamayatam bahusyam pradayayetim satapo tapyatam satapastaptva idam sarvamasrujatam dadidam kincha tatsruštvam tadevanupravishatam tadanupravishyam satcha tatcha bhavatum niruktam cha niruktam cha nilayanam cha nilayanam cha vijnanam cha vijnanam cha satyam cha nrutam cha satyamavavatum jadidam kincha tat satyamityachakshate tadapyesa sloko bhavati. If he knows Brahman as non-existent, he becomes himself non-existent. If he knows Brahman as existent, then they know him to be existent. Of him, of the former, this verily is the embodied soul. Therefore, arise the following questions of the pupil. Does he who knows not, after having departed this world, go there? Or does he who knows, after leaving the world, obtain that? He desired, may I be many, may I be born. He performed tapas. Having performed tapas, he brought forth all this, whatever there is. Having brought forth, he entered it. Having entered it, he became Sat, or being which is manifest, and Tat, the beyond, what is not manifest, defined and undefined, the abode and non-abode, knowledge and ignorance, truth and falsehood, and all this, whatever is existing. Therefore, it is called existence. And this, there is this horse. Om मुच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति।